Yesterday, I probably did one of the worst flying I ever have in the last 10 years, since my rookie years, with the Trojan, mini Trojan. But I want to be fair to this little bird, warbird, that is, because it was just before the rainstorm. It was breezy, turbulent. It started raining right after I started flying, so the conditions were not ideal for this 400mm wingspan little guy. And I pushed it hard, and I was in the export mode a couple times, and I crashed it so many times. I even was able to break a piece of the nose cone, and I just fixed it with a couple dabs of hot glue, so it's good as new. And today is a much better day. We have better light. It is getting a little dark, but we still have another 10-15 minutes. So I just wanted to give it another go and be fair to this little T-28 Trojan. And the wind is coming from this way, from my back. It is not as breezy as yesterday. You know, slight breeze, very light. And yesterday, I mean, you could see those rain clouds just zooming by in the video. So let's give it a try. I'm going to start in the beginner mode. Be gentle with it. Let's see how it does. It is a definitely faster plane compared to the Volantex RC Sport Cup 500, although the controller is the same and the stabilization system acts very similarly, so it definitely flies faster. It's a warbird after all, but I mean, look at it. It looks so scale, and I am about half throttle. Let's see if I can manage to fly even slower. I'm going to reduce and see if it starts going down, or if I can keep it up. So by the way, this is the maximum bank. I'm in the beginner mode, and I'm applying constantly a little bit of up elevators, so I think I need to still trim it a little bit. Let's see if it does a little better. So it is very stable, but I wouldn't call it a beginner airplane because it is fast. I mean, it will go out of your sight pretty quickly, and you need a large field. I mean, look how fast it zooms by. And the Volantex RC Sport Cup 500, even my younger son was flying it in circles around him, and then this one, it will be a little more difficult. So I'm going to put it in the intermediate mode now. It's in the intermediate. It's definitely turning sharper, but it is smooth as butter. I mean, look at it. It is smooth as butter. Very nice turns. Let's go a little bit a different direction and try to get it low. I'm not going to say slow because it doesn't want to go slow. Okay, I'm going to take it up a little more and see if I can do a loop manually without using this aerobatic button. So I'm going to turn it towards the wind and full throttle. And yes, yesterday I wasn't able to do this because probably the wind was quite strong and it kept catching one of the wings and tipping it over. So right now it is gliding. 0% throttle, it is gliding. And back to throttle, and let's see if I can fly slowly. So this is the slowest it can fly. It is a fast little airplane, I will tell you that much. Can you start with this if you're a beginner? You can, but be mindful of crashing it many times. I crashed it yesterday, and I was able to break the piece of EPP foam from the nose cone, and each time the propeller came off. So, and especially if you don't have a location where there is a large field without any trees, any people, you know, it is going to be tough. You'll be stressed out not to crash it. You'll be stressed out not to hang it on the trees. So it is going to be a little hard on you. So I will suggest, if you want a 4-channel trainer airplane, go with the Volantex RC Sport Cup 500. That's a tremendously good airplane in both beginner and intermediate mode. Okay, I'm going to now test out. It'll go up and show you again the aerobatics button and do some rolls and loops. So press and it does a roll. So you want to give it a little bit of more throttle so it doesn't lose as much altitude. Let's try. Okay, I kind of started bad and then sideways a little bit and not directed towards the wind. So I was trying to do a loop and I should have given full throttle and gained some speed and altitude probably. So I'm going to try it again. Now full throttle, press, pull it towards me, and it does it beautifully. Perfect. So I throttle down to about 50%. I'm gliding 0% throttle. Climbing slowly. I'm going to give slight throttle. So this is basically the slowest it can fly. And I wasn't even doing coordinated turns with this one. Now I start doing coordinated turns, but with the ailerons, it is pretty good. I'm not sure if the stabilization adds any rudder to it. Okay, now I'm going to put it in expert mode and fail miserably probably. At expert mode, okay, it is a handful in this mode, and I guess it's not trimmed, perhaps. I mean, it is flyable, so it keeps turning left, and I have to give constantly right aileron input. So as soon as I let go of the, oh, okay, another drop, it tumbled pretty good. Hopefully I'll be able to find the prop. So during that turn, I was like full up and I didn't have enough power or speed to complete the turn. So again, the prop fell off, and hopefully, yeah, here it is. So again, line it up. Didn't click quite. Let me do it with 2 hands. I didn't feel the... Okay, now it clicked. Should be fine now. I'm going to switch. I switched to intermediate for the takeoff. So while I'm here, I'm just going to give a little bit of more right aileron because the stabilization takes care of that anyway. All right, expert mode. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, this time it came down pretty hard, and again, in the expert mode, you really have to have enough room to turn. It's a fast airplane, and you want to make sure that you are not over controlling like I did. With this plane in the expert mode, I feel like a rookie again, somehow. It is, I have seen people flying in expert mode, kudos to them. I'm having trouble with these airplanes. Okay. I turned it to intermediate, but I wasn't fast enough, so. I'm going to take it a little higher. Alright, expert mode. I just have to watch pretty closely and not let it come down too much. As you see, it keeps banking towards left. As soon as I let go, it's banking. Still, even with this much, I keep giving right aileron. I'm going to give a little bit of a right rudder. Okay, so it seems to be doing a little better now. Maybe it was not trimmed right. But as you see, I keep doing my comfort zone left turns. It's also a little crowded in the park, so just don't want to always really lightweight. A bit of more trimming. Still, it keeps turning left. Alright, after trimming it, it's definitely better in the expert mode. Let's see if I can do a little bit of left turns without crashing it. And maybe try to hammerhead. Wow, it is fast. It's a fast airplane. Okay, I'm going to put it back to... Suddenly it's very well stabilized. Okay, I put it in the intermediate mode and it is stabilized. But now it's trying to turn right. I have to keep pushing left now. I may have to land and maybe take the battery out and then reconnect. But it's definitely flying much better than yesterday. And looks very nice in the air. For coordinated turn, you have to give a lot of rudder input in order to make it look like it's turning nicely without slipping or skidding. Alright, I'm going to try to land it now. Okay, oh, dropped it. Alright folks, so it is pretty good. Again, yesterday's weather was not conducive of good flying, so it is a really nice plane. It is faster than Volantex RC Sport Cup 500. It is very similar in terms of the flying characteristics to the F4U Corsair, which is about the same size, 400mm wingspan. So, do I recommend it? Absolutely, I would recommend it. It's fun to fly, but not for beginners. For beginners, go to the Volantex RC Sport Cup 500 and you'll be happier with that one. So, there is one more that I would like to buy and test, which is the Eachine Mustang P51D, and I'm just going to order it, and then at one point I'm going to review that one as well. So if you like my reviews, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, any suggestions for other planes that you would like me to test, please put them down in the comments. And thank you for watching. Stay safe and healthy. See you on the next video.